All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. We're excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all know what it is. Black Power, frequency, and energy. If you're feeling that energy and frequency, you should become a member. Link right down in the video description. Gonna be in the chat real soon. Click that link. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies for the king, the queens, and the children. 25% off selected items, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. KingSeti.com. That's right. Pull the fire alarm. GeneralSeti.com. Seti University. Over 1,000 videos. Over 1,000 videos of pure heat presented by General Seti. We also got the supplemental, but also monumental and instrumental research material, documentaries, lectures from the master teachers with an overview from the general on those lectures. Is giving you 360 degrees of African wisdom and knowledge. That's right. And you already know Seti popping on Patreon, going live tonight too. Taking it up a notch. That's right. I got to take it up a notch. It's that time. Seti popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live stream, too hot to handle on YouTube, or just so exquisite. I keep it for my family on Patreon, and I got a hell of a catalog on Patreon. Clowning. That's all I can tell you. You see what I'm saying? Put your hands down in that treasure chest immediately. Become a patron today. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. All right. We Black in the House family. Here we go again. We talking about this, the crisis. They only want to talk about one crisis, even though it's crisis all over the damn world. You see, but the crisis, that they don't want to discuss the crisis that's going on in the Sudan, going on in the Congo, going on in Niger, going on in Mali, going on all over Africa, South Africa. Yeah. So, but here it go. We discussing, and we gonna touch base on that. You see, now just recently, which I'm not surprised, I've seen a video where the co-founder of Hamas, I don't need to know his name right now, it could be looked up, gave a clear warning to the world. This is an old video, that the whole planet will be under our law. That's what he said. He said Israel is first. They say they're gonna clean them up. They say they're gonna clean them up first. Get them together. And then their eyes is on the world. You see what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, and in this crazy psychotic motherfucker sitting up here talking, and and he had enough nerve to say that there would be no treachery on the planet, and nobody will be dealt with, you understand, inhumanely. And he say getting rid of getting rid of the Jews, getting rid of the Christians. He say you got to get rid of them. You see? Yeah, this motherfucker say you got to get rid of them. You see, so when you look at it, we look at people, I see people talking about, the plight of the Palestinian. I'm gonna get busy tonight because let me tell you something. Number one, when you talk about Palestine, the term itself, you see what I'm saying? The term itself, it's not even biblical. You see, when we deal with, and none of it is legitimate. None of it is legitimate, but let's deal with that because people act as if somehow the Israelis came and took something that belonged to somebody else. You see? Yeah. The Palestinian ain't nothing but an Arab, and he ain't nothing but the thief before the thief. That's all he is. He has no historical rights to the land. He's got no genetic, rights to the land. None at all. None at all. You see, he's a Cro-Magnon Neanderthal, just like the Israeli. We have to talk about this because, see, when you have times of enormous proportions, as you have right now, you see people fighting all over you see what's going on in some of the major cities right now. You see in New York, you got one side of the goddamn street full of people that's rooting for Palestine. Then you got, and they out there throwing blows. You see what I'm saying? They out there throwing goddamn blows and shit. So, the thing is, we think that this is somehow, it has nothing to do with us, but this shit could pop off right here at any given time. It could pop off right here at any given time. You see? And so you have to be aware of this. You see, it's that same lackadaisical, you understand what I'm saying, ideology that people have. And and here you got motherfuckers over here knocking down buildings, and whether the government was in on it, whether, goddamn it, they had you had Arabs that was in cahoots to help pull it off. You feel what I'm saying? They was in cahoots. You see what I'm saying? And and so that's the reality of it. So it's, when I heard this, I say, damn. And you think about how the Arab has treated black people, along with, and no different than the European. They're Europeans. You see, they're Europeans. And so, I hear people, so I don't have no, whatever going on over there, it's been going on. It ain't just started. Look at the goddamn Crusades. How long has they been fighting over land that don't belong to them? You see what I'm saying? I did the goddamn research and shit. Because Walter Williams was talking about that most of them damn nations over there didn't even goddamn exist until like 1912. You see what I'm saying? And so right after the World War I, right after World War I, when the Ottoman Turks had been defeated, and before that, the Ottoman Turks was in control of majority of that land over there. You see what I'm saying? The Ottoman Turks, I think they jumped on the Byzantine somewhere in the 1400s. You see, somewhere in the 1400s, they rocked Constantinople and took that over. And that was the fall of the Byzantine Empire. And from that point on, it was the Ottoman Turks that ruled that. Now, when you look how the Ottoman Turks had cut, them provinces over there. Today, what you know of is Iraq and Iran and Palestine. There wasn't no goddamn Palestine when the Ottoman Turks was running that. Wasn't no Iraq, wasn't no Iran, wasn't no Syria, Wasn't no Lebanon. I didn't see that. Now, if I saw something that they don't allow no nationalism. That's what I was studying. So you ain't about to be inside the, no, they dispersed that. Nigga, you was down with the Turks. You see what I'm saying? There wasn't none of that. So I didn't see none of that. So the British did that. They the one that went over there and read, and called the shit Palestine, Syria, Lebanon, Iraq. They even cut India up and created Pakistan. Wasn't no Pakistan. It wasn't no Pakistan. Pakistan was a part of India. It wasn't no Pakistan. That land was a part of India. So if you don't know the history, you see what I'm saying? Then you in a state of confusion. You in a state of confusion because you thinking this shit is always how it been. And it was real, it was ingenious in a way, devious though, but ingenious how the British went over there and took names out the Bible. You see what I'm saying? And say, oh, Palestine, and this is Jordan, and you understand what I'm saying? This is Syria. Yeah, and and went in there and people thinking like this shit been going on since the Bible. This is garbage. You see what I'm saying? But looking at it from a historical standpoint, you don't even see Palestine in the Bible. There's no place for Palestine. That don't legitimize Israel. It don't legitimize Israel because it's not their land either. Because the Bible clearly says that they was conquerors. That they had no legitimate, they say some God that we ain't been able to contact yet. We've been trying to get this God. Everybody always talking about God. God said. God said. Let God say it for his goddamn self. I'm sick of somebody always talking about in the book. God said. God said. Goddamn it, let God open up the goddamn sky and justify for himself. You see, or herself, however it go. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at it and you deal with it from a historical standpoint, and I'm gonna go in this deeper on Patreon. When you go into it, you see, and you deal with it from the biblical standpoint. You see all it. And then I can go beyond that. You see what I'm saying? We can go beyond that. But when you look, and who was the original peoples of that land? Now, number one, I go all the way to let's take this shit all the way to the beginning of the chronology if we got to. We can deal with it on whatever level they wanted. Human migration. See, they running from every which way they can. You see what I'm saying? If you dealing with the sequence of human migration out of Africa, you go to every goddamn university, majority of universities in the world are teaching the human migration up out of Africa into the rest of the world. Matter of fact, let me go and get these maps up, man, so I can, because I know we got some Cro-Magnon. It don't make no difference what goddamn persuasion. I don't give a goddamn what persuasion they from. They all gonna get this goddamn work. They all gonna get this goddamn work. Let me see. We're gonna work out tonight, family. Guarantee. We're gonna work out tonight. Let me see what. Okay. Okay. Where can I start? Where should I start? I can start right here. Here we go. I'll start right here. That's a good one. Okay, let me move this over. Yeah, I know, people's going, they out here, they ready to argue. I don't give a goddamn which one it is. Both of them thieves. Both of them thieves. Two thieves fighting over what don't belong to them. Okay, let's get it in there. All right. Let me see if I can get it in there even. Let's take it. Let me get it in there. See if I can blow it up. I'll just blow it up a little bit. Yeah, just, okay, how we looking? Okay, that's better. So even when you looking at the so-called migration of Africans from the continent of Africa going down the river Nile. See, going down the river Nile. Now they got another exit that they trying to put at the Horn of Africa, the Gulf of Aden. You see, I've been studying a long time. I already knew what that was about. You see what I'm saying? I already knew what that was about. They want to make it seem like Africans shot across the Gulf of Aden, you see, between Djibouti, Ethiopia, and what today is Yemen, Southern Arabia. So it can seem like that there was peoples in the Arabian desert, went up to Sumer, you understand, trying to predate Egypt. Just ain't gonna work. So I already knew what that was about. That's a bunch of bullshit. Okay? That's a bunch of bullshit. But nevertheless, it don't make no goddamn difference, because until we get down the river, there is no one down the river. And you got to understand that. You see what I'm saying? So when we get down the river, and even if we went across to, the Gulf of Aden into Arabia, when we got over to the other side, we were still African. There's nothing about the environment of Arabia that would cause the African to mutate. He would look just like he looked. So when you see that 200,000, that 200,000, those are just numbers that they want to work with, that they feel comfortable with. Our people is far more ancient than that. Okay, we don't need the man that you go down there where it say 40,000, and he the man telling the story. Anytime you let the last man on the planet, you understand, tell the story for the most ancient man, your number system fucked up. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you just like this, when it comes to dating and this, that, and if you let another man count your pockets, you gonna always come up short. That's just all it is. Let me count your money for you, dog. Okay, dog, go on and count my money. Yeah, motherfucker, every time you get to the 300, that motherfucker go to the stash on the other side. Yeah, I got you, dog. Yeah, I'm almost done. Yeah. And just sliding all type of hundreds to the side. So you can never let another man count your pockets, because you're gonna always come up short. You see what I'm saying? But nevertheless, even when you thinking of sequence, of chronology, when the African got down to what we know of as Egypt, and he left, and they show it. They teach this in university system. You see what I'm saying? By default, sequence of default, the African was the first one into the land that you call today Israel or Palestine or any of that. All of that is fabrication. You see what I'm saying? All of that is a fabrication, biblical, but Palestine ain't even in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? The Romans called that land Palestine. You see what I'm saying? So it don't have even religious significance at all for the Bible or the Quran. You see what I'm saying? Or the Quran. So, when we say the Palestinians and this, that, and the third, see, the thing is, what we got to understand is this, that what they call Palestine is connected to Egypt, period. Okay, it's connected to Egypt. Just like Egypt is connected to Libya, and on down Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco, all of that is connected. It was originally one landmass. Matter of fact, let me work. But, taking it from the beginning. You see, the Arab want to say he's the old. I say, how long y'all been in Arabia? They can't tell us. I tell you what, you didn't beat our people there. By sequence of default of sequence, chronology. You didn't beat us there. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing about the Arabian environment that would cause the African to mutate into what, as a matter of fact, when you're looking at a pale Arab, he's not indigenous to no goddamn Arabia. And so they know that. Those are Caucasians, man. You see, the Israeli is a Caucasian. That's why, the Israeli, he can go anywhere in the world, and they do it a lot, and they change their name. And if they change their name, you don't know who they is. You see what I'm saying? They just let you know that they Caucasian. You wouldn't know who they was. You see? And many of them do change their name. Many of them, when they migrated into Europe and into America, you see what I'm saying? They changed their name to hide their identity. And so if just changing your name can hide your identity, you ain't got none. You is with everybody else. You a Caucasian. You see what I'm saying? And the Arab is a Caucasian too. You see what I'm saying? And so let's deal with that. So no way in hell they beat us nowhere. Okay? I had to bring that out now. Where is that? What I'm looking for? Now, just to state the fact, man, when you hear these damn talking about they're gonna rule the goddamn planet, the whole planet, and you see how they treat African people, you know what that shit don't sound. We know what it means for us. You see what I'm saying? You know what it means for us in a language where slave and black mean the same thing. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? We got a winning chance with them. Motherfuckers over there, I don't give a fuck about now. One of the Israeli putting niggas out of there every day. They go over there because, somehow, they didn't fail for the Jewish shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got niggas from Ethiopia, Eritrea. They want to go over there. You understand? You got niggas that didn't left from America that didn't went over there. You understand? They want to play the Hebrew thing. You see what I'm saying? And he didn't already let them know, look here, we ain't about, if it was about, you understand, historical documentation, the fact alone, you see what I'm saying, that they know they from goddamn Germany. They know damn well that they ain't originate in no damn Israel, because that's, they getting, and it's a fact. They put the information out that they was getting Israel was number 2 in skin cancer. They put that information out. So that right there, and don't, and so when we talk about the Canaanite people, let's talk about that. And I went looking for even more documentation, when I dealt with Ham and this, that, and the third. We talk about, let's bring this up. So we understand Ham. Let's get this in here. So people, let me blow that up just a little. Well, that's good enough. Ham. And so we talk about Ham, and they don't want to talk about Ham. You see what I'm saying? Because in it is a deep science that motherfuckers just don't want. See, a lot of these characters are just that, they characters. But the occult understanding that's up under there that, reveal the deeper meaning of what it is. Ham meaning black. You see what I'm saying? The documentation is straight from, even when you talk in Arabic, Adham is black. You can look it up. It's not a problem. We can put that up. So they know when you start talking about the land today that they call Palestine, or that they call Israel, the Bible clearly states that it originally belonged to the people of Canaan. You see? And that this so-called God gave them permission to create genocide on them peoples, which was our peoples. Okay? Now, you also understand that Cush was his brother, and a lot of people don't bring that up when we talk about Ham. Now, Ham is also, Egypt is called the land of Ham. That's what it's called. Matter of fact, let's bring that up. Let's bring that up. You see what it's called, the land of Ham. Where is that at? Right here, this coming right, and I brings this up. I'm glad I'm here today. Calmet Dictionary of the Holy Bible, just because we might got some Cro-Magnon Neanderthals in here today, and they say, "Oh, SETI making up shit." So I brought your uncle, Dr. Charles Taylor, who is one of the publishers of the Calmet's Dictionary of the Holy Bible. They always talking about Afrocentrists. Afrocentrists is always, motherfucker, this your uncle. This is Mr. Charles Taylor, who was a publisher of the Calmet's 1832 Dictionary of the Holy Bible. I got more of them too, where it says Ham, and I got more. It's not just one. I got many. Ham or Cham. You see? That's where you get Kam as in Kemet or Kim or with the E. You see? Because the vowels are interchangeable. You see? Interchangeable. Burnt, swarthy, and black. Now, what fuck motherfuckers up, even that the Canaanite deity, if you look it up, Baal, Haman. You see Haman. Now I went into the earlier biblical dictionaries. I got the one here by the brother, though. You got that book, and I got it, where he talked about the black biblical heritage. And he put some things in there. He said Ham was Amen, the deity Amen in ancient Egypt. That he was a revision of the deity. And I say, oh, I don't know about that, man. He's saying some things. Until I went into another biblical dictionary by European people where they brought that up. Because in some versions of Baal, which is the supreme deity of the Canaanites, it is pronounced Baal or Baal Haman, which was the equivalent to Amen in Egypt. I say, damn, that man had the science. Yeah, he had the science. You see what I'm saying? So you always see, Amen was black. Now, so that when we understand that, and I'm liking this now, I wanna drop some science tonight. Now, I don't want nobody getting mad. You get mad, you got to go home. You got to pack your shit up and you got to go. Now, out of his sons, and let me get back here so I can put this up here. See, I like the Bible in certain places because they drop some shit that the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal wish he didn't drop. Now people don't know Ham. Ham is one of the sons of Noah. You see, now after the flood, Noah's 3 sons is supposedly the ones that populated the planet. And Ham is the son that supposedly populated Africa and Canaan. You see what I'm saying? And we go in there and clearly it says that his name means black. That's what it means. Matter of fact, I went in there and got one today. Where's this one I got? Nah, which one? I didn't get the front of this one. Wait a minute. Nah, I got this. Now, this dictionary, biblical dictionary right here, this one was like 1871 down there. Okay, the Hayden series. Okay, the Hayden series. And it says right here, Cush. Wait a minute. Do I got it in there? Let me blow that up so y'all can see that. Just in case there's some Cro-Magnon Neanderthals out. Cush, a word often translated Ethiopia, first understands it to signify a first. I guess that's some German, F-U-R-S-T. So understands it to signify black, the same as Ham, of whom Cush was the eldest son. So that's significant right there. Because when you think about it, and a lot of people don't look at it, because, the chronology that's in the Bible, Ethiopia was the oldest son, meaning he was before Egypt. You see what I'm saying? He was even older than Egypt, and based on historical chronology, that is correct. You see what I'm saying? Based on historical chronology, that is correct. Now, we done got this out the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. You see what I'm saying? That Ham in Ethiopia both means black. Wait a minute. Let's clear this shit up real quick. Where is that at? Where it says Egypt. Wait a minute. Is it right here? No, that ain't it. That ain't it. Let me get this. Where it says the land of Ham. And they talk about, let me see if this is right here. That's not it. That's dealing with Cush. Hold on. Where it calls Egypt the land of Ham. And so in the Bible, it clearly states, so when they keep talking about this shit about some Afrocentrists, as if we making the shit up. Yeah, we just making it up. Wait a minute. Let me go down here. Okay, let me see that. Out of Egypt, I have called my son. Okay, that's one now, but that ain't the one I want. That ain't the one I want. And if I don't find it, that's all right. Because I know I got so many in here that is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Stay with me. Don't go nowhere because I'm going to pop it. Y'all know how I do. I'm gonna get right to it. I know they're in Psalms. I know it's Psalms. Matter of fact, it's right there. Bingo. There it is right there. See how I went in there? See how small that shit was? That shit was like this small, and I say, there it go, right there. I knew where it was. Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna pop it off for you. Yeah, I'm gonna pop it off for you. It says, and we just went over the fact that Ham is charm black, and it says right here, Psalms 106:22, wondrous works in the land of Ham, and awesome deeds by the Red Sea. You see, Psalms 105:27, they perform his signs among them and miracles in the land of Ham. You see, black. See, this is Egypt. Wait a minute. It said Psalm 78:51, he struck down every firstborn in Egypt, the first fruits of their strength in the tents of Ham. See, black, burnt. See, that put that, because a Caucasian not gonna get burnt. He can get burnt, but he ain't gonna get black. He gonna get red. He go and get dead, but he not gonna get black. It ain't never been no time when they got black. So when you see the term black, it means what, and when it say burnt, you see what I'm saying? So we understand Cush, which they just said Ethiopia. We know what that means. So Ham looked no different than his son, Cush, Ethiopia. Now, let me clarify some things. Oh man, we already in. Y'all ready to work out tonight? Okay, then. Well, you know what? We just got started. Don't you go nowhere. I got to come right back. Because we got more. We got more videos. If y'all want that work, then you come right back. And you're going to get that work. And I guarantee you'll get a proper understanding of what's going on today. You see what I'm saying? So we about to go into Canaan. If y'all come back, we about to go right into Canaan. This is General Sarah Soon said. He's saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through African education and confrontation. And I know damn well you don't want them crazy motherfuckers behind me in control of the world. So you better get your shit together. Black Power.